You're tuned in to Open Studio. I'm your host, Thabang. This is Cape Town Channel 263. Welcome once again to an amazing program. We've got an exciting guest today who is doing amazing things. This is a platform where you get the latest on amazing activities and programs that are happening in and around the Western Cape to the benefit of the community. So if you want to know what's happening in and around your area, this is the place to stay tuned into. Mr. Lonwabo Boliso, I'm saying it right? Yes. Welcome to the studio today. It's great to have you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Wonderful. I know that you're coming from OpenHeartStudios, right? Which is an art studio, and you do visual arts, you do is it pottery as well? Won't you tell us a little bit more about your organization, and then we're going to talk about you?
Yes, the organization or Open Heart organization is the studio that my friend Colin started. So that is very welcome to all the artists that coming from the township.
That's right.
From Kylie, Chamfuli, Nyanga, Pukuletu. Everyone who wants to come and work with us is welcome to work there.
Wonderful. And for you, when did your passion for art, you are an artist as well, right? Yes. And when did your passion for art actually start?
It started at a young age. Back when I was still in primary school, back around 1991, 92.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when we used to talk even in our classwork books, and the teachers used to beat us for wasting books. Yeah.
Wasting pages, yeah.
So that is when it started up until I come after high school. I came to Woodstock. There was a place in Woodstock. It was a community arts project back in 1997. So
amazing.
When I started to art, I started art there by them.
Wonderful. So for you, I know there are different styles to art, right? There are many that do your conventional paintings and your artifacts, etc. What style of art do you actually practice?
I do different styles. I'm a traditional artist and also contemporary artist. I also do abstract.
Yeah. Amazing. And how come you chose those mediums? Because I know, art is infinite. It's like limitless, right? You can go as far as your creativity allows you. Why particularly did you find interest in your kind of art?
It depends with the mood that I'm in that time.
Oh, okay.
So, what I'm feeling at a certain time, then I'll do a certain style, certain painting, or it depends on the project that I'm working on.
At that time.
What the message I want to send
to
across,
communicate.
What style I'm going to use.
Yeah, amazing. Do you get commissioned a lot by private clients that actually say, hey, there's a specific kind of piece that I want you to make for me, and I'm choosing you because I like your signature?
Yes, we do have a lot of commissions.
Okay.
Now there's a commission that I have to start. Yeah, there's other guy from Stellenbosch that wanted me to saw my work on the exhibition that we were doing in Stellenbosch, so he wanted me to do a portrait for him.
A portrait, wow. Amazing. So what actually inspires you?
Many artists, they got the inspiration from different things. Some they even got inspired by drinking from wine.
Yeah.
But me, I got inspired from watching other artists work.
Wonderful.
When I see other artists work, I got inspired. Yeah.
I guess it is important as an artist to also be within the community of artists, right? You draw inspiration from one another. That is so amazing. Your journey as an artist from the time, or even before you met your partner, Mr. Polani, how was it for you, and when did you guys meet?
My journey, it was slow because I did quit art. I think back in 2002. I haven't done it for more than a decade.
For more than 10 years?
Yeah, more than 10 years, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because, in our communities, our parents, they don't believe art is a career.
No, hey, you must be a lawyer and a doctor and an astronaut, and the list goes on. Yeah, that is so true.
So at the time, I didn't have a studio. I was working on my own.
Right.
So I used to hang my pictures on my door.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
So when my mom comes to clean my room, she saw that my room is full of paint.
And for her, it's a mess, right? She wants it off.
Yes, exactly. Then she shouted at me that I'm making her house dirty. And
Yeah.
they discourage.
They discourage the art
Yeah,
because
yeah.
why do you think that is so though? Why do you think that, especially within Black communities, art especially, it's seen as a waste of time? I mean, I've heard being referred to as a waste of time. Why do you think that is so?
I think it's like like a diabetes.
Mm.
You get passed it on by genes.
Yeah.
So their parents,
Yes.
they believe to be somebody in the community. You
Yeah.
have to be a doctor or a teacher.
Yeah,
So
that's
that
true.
thing is engraved in their minds.
That's
well.
right. That's right.
And in order.
Yes.
And our parents are old. It's not easy to change their way of thinking.
No, absolutely. Yeah, no, they're stuck in their ways, 100%. Yeah.
So I think that is where the problem lies.
Yes,
they
yes.
inherited that from their parents.
Yes, now they're bringing it to you.
If you can educate them, they know what they're going to change.
And just to ask you, now that they see you having established, the studio in itself, has that perception changed? Because at least they can see there's something happening.
It's changing, yes. It's changing now.
Slowly.
Yeah.
Slowly, but we're getting there. That is so.
She told me a few weeks ago that she can see that art is making me happy.
Yes, that's the thing. Like, it is therapeutic. It's a way of you expressing yourself. It's like music, right? It's like trying to tell a musician not to sing. They're gonna go lose their mind because that's who they are, right? So I guess it's the same outlet for you. What is it about art do you actually enjoy the most?
I enjoy painting people.
Oh yeah, so your subjects are people. Yeah.
People go graceful figures. That is what I enjoy the most. Yeah.
Wonderful.
But now I've been trying myself to move out of my comfort zone to also draw some like
landscapes and objects.
But I haven't finished anything, but I'm trying to
break that. Yeah. So you feel that as an artist, you always have to it's almost like do a rebirth process, right? To express yourself differently, always go back to try different things. I love that so much. I really admire the kind of work that you guys are doing. I think it's very bold of you to be in an environment that is not so receptive, right? About art at large. That is so powerful. We're going to quickly go to a break. And when we come back, we're going to continue the conversation with Mr. Lonwabo and find out a little bit more about the amazing work they have been doing within the community of Mfuleni. So please do not go away. Welcome back. You are tuned into Open Studio. This is Cape Town TV channel 263. Today we are hosting an amazing guest, Mr. Lonwabo from OpenHeartStudios, based in Mfuleni, doing extraordinary things. He's just an artist and he has a partner as well. And what they're doing is that they've got students who are artistically inclined. Some of them are not, but it's actually a platform where you can come in and learn about art, different kinds of art. They do anything from pottery all the way through to ceramics. So they've got a wider range of expert skills within those disciplines, which is just amazing. So if you're in and around Mfuleni, please do make an effort to stop by and check out their great work. So thank you so much again, Mr. Lonwabo, for being here. Wonderful. So for you, about the students, because I know you've got students, right, within your organization. How many students do you have, and is there a certain age group that that you guys are catering for, or how does it actually work? How does a student say, how do they sign up basically?
At the moment, I don't take any student at the moment because of this lockdown. So I'm afraid to take someone's kids to come and work with us. Then when something happened or he got infected, I don't want the blame to go past on us. So I'm waiting up until the pandemic is clear. Then I can take students again.
Okay, wonderful. So viewers at home, because of the regulations pertaining to COVID-19, currently the studio is not taking students, but they will be open for such in the near future. So you have to keep your eyes and ears open and be on the lookout for that. So for you, Mr. Lonwabo, as an artist, right, what is the most favorite part for you about being part of the Open Heart Studio?
My favorite part is the criticism that we have as an artist amongst each other as artists, because when you work alone, you don't develop as an artist. But when you work with other artists, like as we do with Open Heart, you do get criticized. It's a constructive criticism.
That's right. It challenges you.
So I love that a lot, because even if I didn't come to the studio, I did the piece at home. I always, before I took it to an exhibition or to a show, where even to a client, if it's a commission, I always take it back to the studio to have the guys criticize it. So I love that.
Yeah, so when it's about growth also, you're finally go to, okay, how can I improve? What can I do differently? And you challenge yourself, right? So you would see then your discipline as a career, your discipline, your art, like what you do. So you'd see that as a career that somebody can actually pursue and live off of. Okay, wonderful. You mentioned COVID, right? So we all know that's currently what we are battling with globally. How has that impacted you when, as an artist, as well as, the studio in itself?
Yeah, to me, it has impacted positively. Because I remember last year when I first met with Kolani Sebunda, the one that you did an interview with.
Yes.
Yeah. When we met, we met at an exhibition somewhere in Woodstock. Yeah. Then we made we promised to visit. We made a promise to visit him to his studio, because he invited me to come and work with him.
Right.
So when we get there, I think it was around last year March. Then we made we supposed to start working on that month to come Saturdays to work together.
Right.
Yeah. But before even that started, then we were on lockdown.
On lockdown. Yeah, COVID came in, yes.
We went on lockdown.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Then we couldn't do anything. Even the galleries were closed that time. The art shops, we couldn't even go and buy material.
Yes, because everything was shut down, yeah.
But eventually we went on lower level. Then some sections were
eased up.
Oh, yes.
That's the term they use.
Then we met during that time. We talked.
Yes.
That they say we are under lockdown now.
Sure.
This is COVID. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what can we do? During this time? Then we said, no, you know what? All this is a blessing in disguise.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That we are in lockdown. No galleries
are operating. Yes.
So let's work on a COVID-19 exhibition.
Oh, that's very
let's work. This
amazing.
Time, we don't have pressure that we must go to a certain gallery. All the galleries are closed. Let's work when we have a certain amount of work. That time maybe will be on a lower level, maybe level 1, level 2.
Yes.
Whatever it is, but it's going to be after the COVID. Then we can approach the galleries with our work.
So basically, Dom, what you're saying is that you use the time while you're on lockdown to create new work. Yes. So you're going to come out ready.
And we did produce it.
And you did produce the work. Are you showcasing that anywhere right now? Where can I see that?
The Young Blood Gallery. Go to Young Blood Gallery. You will look for in the exhibition. That's called Locked, because the theme was Locked of an exhibition.
Yes.
If none of you go on Google, you're going to see that exhibition is there.
Yes, yes.
And it was me and Kolani and Masefuna. We were on that exhibition.
That is amazing. So you each produced pieces of art, and it's currently on exhibition at the gallery you mentioned. Oh, wonderful. So are the pieces for sale as well?
Yeah.
So for sale, okay. So for you, has art actually worked out financially now, speaking? How has that been for you?
It's not, if it doesn't work, or it didn't the way I expected to
that quick,
because most of the people who are buying art are foreigners, people
from overseas.
So
yeah,
the doors are locked. So
exactly.
People inside the country, they cannot spend that much,
and they can't afford. Yeah, because
so they have to.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Because obviously, your partner, Ms. Polani, mentioned about, because I asked about the pricing, right? About art, and he's just like, the time is where everything rests, and obviously the skill that goes on it. So do you think what you've produced now is also going to cater once we are on level 1, right? Yes. Once everything gets relaxed, do you think that will have obviously more value? More so because your kind of art speaks to the history as we speak now of what we really have been going through. Yeah. Do you think that will also help that you captured, because you're expressing how COVID was like for you, right?
Yes, it
Yeah.
will help. It will help a lot.
Yeah.
It's gonna pick up.
Yeah, it's gonna pick up. Yes. Yes, I like that. I like that you didn't sit and fold your arms and wait for things. You're like, hey, how can we make this work for us?
Yeah.
That is very profound. So artists out there, if you find yourself, just feeling down and just a little bit disappointed at how things worked out during COVID, again, Mr. Lonwabo just said, sit there, work on a masterpiece or two. You just never know where it might end up. And again, I would encourage that you contact the studio so that you can find out what else do they actually do and how can you get involved. So we'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break. Welcome back. I'm glad that you could still continue to join us. We're going to continue the conversation with our guest, Mr. Lonwabo, who's just shared a little bit about what the organization does. The organization is called OpenHeartStudios, and they're based in Mfuleni. They are a group of artists who are out there sharing their skill and expertise within this amazing field. So he's with us today just to share a little bit of his journey. Again, Mr. Lonwabo, it's such an honor to have you here.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So tell me a little bit, because I understand that for a while, for about 10 years, you actually decided not to do art anymore, and you experienced a blindness on one of your eyes, right? Which eye is that?
It was both.
Both eyes. Okay, great. So how was that experience like for you? I mean, I can imagine you rely as an artist on your visual, right, on your eyes to be able to create artwork. How was that period for you actually realizing that you had been blind?
At the time when it started, it was stressing. It was very stressing.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I think, it was back in 2010. But at that time, I wasn't doing at work. At that time, 2010, I already had about 8 years without doing any art.
Oh, wow.
I was working in a steel industry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was diagnosed with something they said is a segaecho, that is an inflammation.
Oh, wow.
That affected my lungs, but it is coming from the lungs that affected my eyes.
Your eyes.
Yeah, so it caused me to not see.
Mm.
Yeah, or walk around the area because I knew the area.
Yes, I mean, I can imagine.
Yeah.
So your life changed
Yes.
completely. Mm.
Even people, they used to say, no, Lonwabo, you don't cut anymore now.
Sure.
They don't know that I don't see them.
That you don't see them, yeah.
I will say, oh, sorry, I didn't see our in deep thoughts.
Oh, wow.
Never wanting them to know that I didn't see them. But yeah, I spent 2 weeks in Groteskere, but they said it is the thing I had, it was unoperative. They couldn't operate on it, so they gave me some medicine. Yeah, because they said because my right eye was badly damaged, so if they can operate on my left eye, they said there's a 50-50 chance that I could not see. They could damage it there, so they didn't want to take the risk.
Yeah.
So I even stopped working. Then while I was sitting at home, I think it was back in I stopped working in 2012. Then around 2013, 2014, my wife, he said, you used to be an artist.
Yeah.
Why don't you go back to art? Yeah.
Wow.
Then when I started to paint again, I found it difficult to paint because I've been painted in years. In years,
because before you became blind, you were still already not painting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then I have to go back to class to start all over again.
All over again.
Yeah, so
wow.
I went back to Rothhaus. There is Rothhaus around here in Salt River.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I also have to go to, after that I went to Miranda to, there's a lady there who was running I forgot the name of the institution, but there's a lady there was running the place, Leonie Brown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
At that time at Lan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then everything.
Painting, yeah.
So the timing was pretty much perfect because you were ready. Your wife was saying you can do this, and just when you started being ready, then you met your partner. Yes. Wonderful. So with your eye situation right now, seeing that obviously it is a challenge, and you are actually painting, you are producing work now, still with having that challenge, that condition that's not curable. You said, hey, they can't operate on it, nothing. Oh my goodness, how are you able to do that? That is amazing.
It needs an effort.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
because I have to work extra hard.
Mm-hmm.
Because now I take longer to finish a painting because I have to concentrate. Because although I see with my left eye, it is not 100%. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I still have to concentrate to work slower.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That is
But
so
that doesn't
encouraging.
discourage me. Yeah, I don't see myself as a blind man. I see myself as any other artist that are there in the studio.
So to you, you've got both your eyes, and
Yeah.
that's wonderful. You know, that is so admirable. I don't know about you viewers at home, but I find that there's so much strength in that and encouragement. So really, if you're at home and you've got your two sets of eyes working and you're passionate about art, you really don't have an excuse, right? They can come in. All the more reason they must come in and actually join your organization. Wonderful. So I really admire that about you. And then how has Open Heart Studio been received now in Mfuleni when it all started? How was the community reacting to it?
Yeah, the community, they received it very well because I remember other times when we were working on Saturdays, they used to come in numbers to wanting them to join Open Heart to come and learn.
Yes.
Because they were even surprised to find out that Kolani also do beats. You can do an
Wow.
art from beats, yeah.
From beads, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
And that's a lot of concentration with your eyes, eh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they were amazed. They wanted to come and join, and they were asking him questions, how can they do? Because he was doing a lot of things, doing music. And the way he was doing music, he was using things that you can find anywhere, like stones, fabric stones.
Right.
What is that red stones? I forgot.
The pebble stones.
Yeah,
Those ones for the guy. Yeah,
You
yeah.
can use the stones there.
Yes, yes.
So they were amazed. They wanted to join and come and work with us.
That
Because
is.
they can also see there's also young ones.
Yes, that are doing.
Who are working there. Yeah.
Yeah, that is amazing. So how can then somebody watching right now, an organization, anybody that would want to support this amazing organization, how can they actually come in? How do we get a hold of you, and how can they help?
They can get hold of us. We do have a page on Facebook, Open Heart page. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there's especially Colonel Wonders contact here. That is the one that is always there that can reach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And, the way they can help us, the thing that we need the most, is the material.
Yes.
Yeah. And also a space. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm going to tell you the truth. Since we were on the paper a few weeks back,
Mm-hmm.
and finding out that you are coming to Cape Town TV, the place that we were working, we have a studio. It's chasing us out now.
Oh wow.
So the community, if they have a community hall that is not working at the moment, that is not used, they can
come in,
rent it out to us, or loan it to us, so that we can use it, because we're gonna use also to better the community, because there are a lot of artists. Yes. In the streets, but they don't care about art anymore because they don't know what to do. They smoke drugs, they do all the bad things. They can come and work.
100%. So viewers at home, if you do know anybody that has a property that is available, that they can actually lease up or even loan out temporarily to the organization, please be sure to contact them on their Facebook page as at Open Heart Studios, and it's just another way of helping, just support the initiative. I think it's a good one to support. So thank you so much for watching, and you have been watching Open Studio. It's a goodbye from me, Thabang, and my guest, Mr. Lonwabo.
Thank you.